morning, everyone. It's great to see everyone after last night's celebration. I'm Jack Green, Board President for the Conrad Foundation. I hope you all are ready to get your genius on today, as we have so many great things planned. I want to start the day with a thank you to those who helped make the day's activities and presentations a reality. Join me in giving a round of applause to some of our special guests who are here on behalf of our supporting organizations. Our title sponsor, Lockheed Martin, represented by Megan Champion, our sponsor for today's challenge. In addition, we have Regina Schofield from Battelle, who sponsored yesterday's fantastic C3 competition. And Richard Black from PepsiCo, another of our supporting sponsors. Now it is my honor to introduce our first keynote speaker, Brynn Watson, Director of Software Engineering, Lockheed Martin Space Systems Company. Brynn leads over 1,200 software engineers and ensures effective and competitive people, processes, and tools and services, make sure that effective tools, technologies, and processes and services are applied to all Space System Company programs. Ms. Watson is currently leading Space System Company's model-based enterprise strategic initiative, responsible for maximizing digital integration and end-to-end system modeling across Space Systems Company. Previously, Ms. Watson was Director of Engineering Collaboration and Operations for Corporate Engineering and Technology and Deputy to Vice President of Engineering, CE&T. In that role, she was responsible for setting strategic direction for the Lockheed Martin engineering enterprise and its 71,000 engineers and scientists. This included leading enterprise-wide advancement of complex systems, development engineering practices with an emphasis on flawless program execution. She also served as Deputy Program Manager for CE&T's Systems and Software Initiative, where she was charged with executing strategies to leverage the entire corporation's systems and software engineering resources to advance complex systems development through collaboration, professional development, and model-based development. Ms. Watson previously served as a leader with progressively increasing responsibilities on Lockheed Martin Space Systems Company's military support programs. Ms. Watson was the Ground Systems Senior Manager, where she provided leadership and technical direction for all aspects of design, integration, test, delivery, and maintenance of the military support program's integrated ground element software and hardware installations. Her 11 years of service to MSP yielded a deep understanding of the end-to-end software and ground element hardware development. Ms. Watson graduated from the University of California at Riverside with a Master's of Science in Applied Mathematics. She graduated summa cum laude from Augsburg College with a Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics. Ms. Watson is a member of Women in Aerospace, the Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers, and the American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics. She has been recognized for her leadership by winning the 2008 SSC Ed Taft Diversity Leadership Award, the 2012 Tribute to Women honor by the Silicon Valley YMCA, and a 2013 Lockheed Martin SSC Nova Full Spectrum Leadership Award. In January 2014, Ms. Watson was elected to the Board of Directors for the YWCA Silicon Valley. Welcome, Ms. Watson.
Good morning. So great to be with you all this morning. I am Brynn Watson, and I'm a Lockheed Martin engineer. More specifically, I am the Director of Software Engineering. Jack did a great job describing what my job was. I work for Lockheed Martin's Space Systems Company, so let me tell you what that means. Lockheed Martin is a global security and aerospace company that employs 60 to 70,000 engineers, scientists, and IT professionals that work on our missions and serve our customers. I oversee a team of 1,200, and that team works on the most amazing systems. Systems like Orion, our next generation human spaceflight, the Maven and Juno spacecraft, whose missions are to explore the atmospheres of Mars, Jupiter. We also work on other classified spacecraft missile defense systems that protect our freedoms and our country every single day. I work at the best place. And I'm extremely proud to support them and help them achieve their goals. My daughter Claire is here with me, and she and I were looking over your proposals last night. And I think it's safe to say that there are several future engineers and hopefully Lockheed Martin employees in this audience. And I'm extremely excited to hear how this event and competition plays out. I believe that you and your colleagues are capable of developing the next big thing. And that's what I want to talk about a little bit today, is what you're capable of. I mentioned my daughter Claire is here. And yes, I am bound by biological obligation to say that I believe she can do and be anything she wants to be. But you know what? She can. She can shoot for the stars. She can shoot the moon. Heck, she can even go visit the moon. And hopefully our Orion program will help her get there. But so can you. I think that each one of you participants has a parent, a guardian, a teacher who thinks the very same thing that I do about Claire. But being capable, it only gets you so far, right? I think a lot of you might be here because you're very smart, you're capable, you're creative, but it's more than that. To be successful, it's more than what you know. I think the real reason that you do well in school is that you're driven and you're persistent. You go beyond what others think is impossible. And I think that's incredible. So you go there, you're drawn to the complex, you want to find those solutions, and you are capable of doing great things. And I think that's what draws me to engineering, is identifying that challenge and working as hard as I can to finding that solution. That's my personal desire, and I think that's why engineering is such a fulfilling job for me. I want to be the ultimate problem solver. And this might sound like a bold statement, but I'm pretty sure it's true, that America's future prosperity, our security, our productivity are function of the roles of engineers and what engineering does for our society each and every day. Our nation needs engineers versed in skills across multiple disciplines. Our challenges are related to sustainability, climate change, cybersecurity, cloud architectures, healthcare, energy, you name it. Our challenges run the gamut. And the number of career paths available to you in this room in your futures is incredibly exciting. And while every position has a very specific application, the roles have a variety of opportunities. You can do things like developing advanced software like we do at Space Systems Company. You can work on web applications, database architectures, robotics, nanotechnologies, material sciences. The list goes on and on. Our Vice President of Engineering at corporate headquarters, Jeff Wilcox, says that engineering is a verb, something you do. You take an idea and you make it a reality. Even if you don't see yourself as a future engineering major, I contend you will be engineering as you create your solutions, whatever position or whatever field that you aspire to, you're going to be creating, and that's engineering. I kind of think that it's a big deal to be an engineer. We joke about it a lot at the office. So engineering, to me, bridges scientific discovery to reality, to practical applications, and it's the essence of what we develop and we use every single day. So I'm going to share something with you, a little bit personal, and it's, I think, something that makes me a better engineer, and I don't think you're going to believe it when I tell you. Tap dancing. Yeah, tap dancing. And I don't mean the metaphor that you're tap dancing all over the place and you're doing things that make, just for, so your boss or your professors or your teachers are happy. No, I'm talking about the actual tap dancing. I am a trained tap dancer. For 10 years, I was a competitive dancer in Minnesota. That's where I grew up. Something about the dance. It was expressing myself. It was translating chaotic beats to rhythms that made sense. The shoe, the taps, I don't know, something about it really got me. And it's been a passion of mine since I was a little girl. So how did that make me a better engineer? You're probably scratching your head saying, okay, when is she going to get to why was it helping me to prepare for engineering? And I'll tell you, I think it taught me to thrive off practice. In competitions, I learned very quickly how to perform under pressure. And I will tell you, I use those skills every day in my home life and in my work life. It taught me the value of precision. It also taught me that I need to be disciplined in that which I train for. Now think about that. Disciplined in what I'm training for. So the yearning for the reward and all of that drove me to success. And it was a very long and strong lifelong lesson. And maybe that's why you're here this week. You know, maybe you're yearning for that award, for that competitive advantage, and really showing what you can do. When I think back to the tap dancing and how that has played into my career, though, it's more than the personal commitment. It made me an interesting person, right? So it's something that I have learned over the years. It's not just what you know. It's your perspective. And it's a perspective that I can share with my coworkers, with my family, with my bosses. And I found that a little over 24 years now into my career, that it's not just what you know. Again, it's how you perform and how you behave. So you need a perspective. It's what moves you, it drives your passion, and it gives you energy. Engineers make new things. Heck, we even make things that are better. So ultimately, I think it's creative problem solving. We're thinkers. We bring ideas to life. So I think dancing built my confidence. And it taught me that if I found something that I was passionate about and I was good at it, that's an extremely powerful combination. I should give it my best. And whether it was dancing across the dance floor, through grad school, into an incredibly amazing career at Lockheed Martin, I had perspective, and I'm an interesting person while I'm performing. So, and I don't mean to use the pun, while you're here this week, tap in to everything around you. The energy, the enthusiasm, the work ethic of your teammates, but your peer teams as well. Take advantage of all of what Nancy and her foundation have brought to the table for you this week. Take time to build a perspective. Find out, dig deep, find out who you are, what moves you, what drives you. Because at the end of the day, it's more than how much you know, right? It's how well-rounded you are. And events like this help you get there. So please have a great time. Enjoy it. Good luck. And I'm excited to see what you're capable of. Thank you very much. I'm happy to take questions if there are any out there. Yes? I can repeat the question.
The question is, if you had $1 million to spend
Oh,
to move the meter on inner city youth to get them more interested in STEM, how would you spend it?
if I had $1 million to spend on inner city youth to move towards STEM, how would I spend it? I would zero in on 4th through 7th grade in particular. I think once you get past 7th grade, I think you're a little late in inspiring inspiration. And I would use a program, and in fact, I was just talking to Megan Campion about this. I think having focus programs in 4th grade is great, but I would develop programs that would show a pipeline and bring the high school and the older kids into the younger grades to show them not just how you can be an engineer, but how you can grow and lead. And so have a leadership pipeline. I think that to me is key, and that's what I would spend the money on. Yep. Yes?
A lot of us are about to go to college, and if we want a job somewhere like Lockheed Martin, what are the types of majors that we should look into for engineering?
You know, I listed just a few areas for engineering. Okay, so her question was what majors would be of high interest to Lockheed Martin. And I would say it's quite vast. Almost every type of science is needed because not only are we getting into the hardcore sciences that you would imagine like the computer sciences, but material sciences, social sciences. There are a lot of analytics being applied to the social arena that you might not imagine was an interesting career path even just 5 years ago. So I would say the gamut. We have needs in every area. I'm hiring for cybersecurity in particular right now. Yeah. Nancy, you're hired. Any other questions? Yes?
It was interesting as you were talking. I was just writing out some words. And you said driven, persistence, thinkers, challenge to solution, perspective, a verb of engineering, creating, idea to innovation, performance under pressure, discipline, and leadership. And what I'd like all of you to know is she didn't say content in those words. She said these were something that you needed to go with the content knowledge.
Right.
And I applaud you for saying those things.
Well, thank you. I think being a well-rounded individual is one of the more important things that you can focus on as you grow up and in your growing years. Somebody actually, I have several mentees, somebody asked me what was the most beneficial experiences in my youth that prepared me, and they were shocked to learn that it was theater. Kind of like the tap dancing. Being in a theater program was incredibly character building, and I think that those skills are things that I draw on those more than what I learned in my degree education. Thank you. Any other questions? Claire, do you want to be an engineer? Yes? What kind of engineer? Fashion engineer, she actually said last month. Any other questions? Oh, no, thank you. I'm happy to be here. Have fun. Take advantage of it.
Thank you again, Brynn. We really appreciate you coming out and speaking here. I'm sure everyone has a lot to think about when they think about combining their technical knowledge with the other skills you talked about. All right, the judges have already gone to the Destiny Theater for our aerospace and aviation, as well as the cyber technology and security. We now invite you to take a quick break as we set up for the morning's presentations, and then I want everyone to join us in the Destiny Theater. We will start promptly at 9. Once the doors close, guests will not be permitted in until the first round of presentations are complete, so please don't be late. Thank you.